Hey yo, what's going on everybody? It's Tylarious, aka Ty Killington. Yeah, man. Alright, this week the double money is hanger business. Alright, so every time there is a hanger business that's double money, I always like to challenge my crew and make sure they all get the flight, school, lessons, or missions done. Alright, now I have now made it mandatory for my crew. So they're all freaking out. All you have to do is get a bronze or better, just a minimum bronze. You just have to complete it. Real simple. Yeah, it is mandatory now because I want everyone to learn these. They are pretty easy, all right? To find the flight school, make sure you go to your interaction menu and you want to go to hide options, go to other, go to the flight school and make sure it's there. And that's where, or make sure you're showing it, and then you'll be able to see it on the map and be able to go there, all right? So this video is just a quick tutorial and guide. Let's get started. The first one is called Outside Loop, and this is really simple and really easy, okay? There's two types of loops. There's a inside and a outside. The difference is the inside loop, you pull up and go in a traditional loop, and the outside loop is you do a nosedive and you fully do a loop that way. Now, the other voice that you're hearing is the flight instructor. He'll be hanging out with you. He's very, very friendly, and he'll be giving you a whole bunch of really helpful bits of encouragement and tips and all that good stuff. So, yeah, make sure you pay attention to him. It's good stuff. So, anyways, as you look at the bottom right corner, it tells you your time, and this one is a particular time based or rated, mission. And all you have to do is pay attention to that red meter while you're doing your loop. Just pay attention to your checkpoints where you're flying. You're not going to hit anything or crash anything. As you do your front loop around the bridge right here, just pay attention that you don't crash into the bridge. It's really easy. That crane right there, don't worry about that. As long as you're lined up with those yellow checkpoints, you should be fine. And when that red meter goes all the way up, you're good to go. And that's really it. It's very, very simple, very, very easy. In less than a minute, you'll make about 27,000. Now, don't pay attention to my money that I get. I've already got gold in all of these except for the last two because I wanted to show you guys this. I knew years ago I would have to make this video. So, but yeah, next one up that we got is going to be engine failure. It's really, really simple, really easy. You're flying a miljet. And the challenge is, your engines die out and you have to land it, but you have to land it within so many meters of the yellow, checkpoint at the bottom of the runway down there. So it's really easy. You just glide on in, as we're seeing here. It's kind of, boring, really. Just floating on down. Nothing major. There's no, crazy turbulence or wind or whatever. You're just floating on down. You just have to, land really close to that checkpoint. Don't forget landing gear. You want to do that. And just pay attention to where I land right here, and you'll be able to coast right in. And then just use the brakes, just like you would on a normal car to slow the plane down. You see right here, I'm about to pop out the landing gear. I usually wait for the landing gear to drop until a little bit later because the landing gear will slow you down a little bit. All right, so the landing gear gets popped, and right there in between those two checkpoints, closer to the fourth hash from the actual checkpoint itself, is where you want to touch down. And then just kind of let the plane glide in there towards it. If you have to, put your brake on or whatever. It's all good. And you see right there, got within 2.04 meters of the actual check marker. Gold star or gold whatever, right? Easy. Got it done. And again, if you get bronze, you'll get so many thousands of dollars. If you get silver, you get so many thousands of dollars. And once you get to gold, you'll get so many thousands of dollars, which will equal up to 27,500, roughly in that range. If you just get gold, you'll get 27,500. So the third one is chase parachute. This is actually really fun, really cool. I do enjoy this one. And don't freak out if you miss the parachute. I'm going to show you right here what happens. And if you jump out and you already have a parachute on your back, it doesn't work, all right? You see right here, I missed the parachute. Just pull up on your joystick like you're doing a wheelie on a motorcycle, and it will slow you down. And then you can kind of track the parachute and get back to it. All right, and then once you have it on, just know that your landing marker or your checkpoint will be at the football field at the college down here, right adjacent to the golf course, okay? And you'll see this as I get a little bit closer. And what you want to do is, some people like to pop the parachute right on top of the target. I don't like that. What you want to do is you want to pull your parachute and glide into your target, and I'll show you why, because this one's a little bit tricky. All right, so I pulled the parachute, and we're just gliding on in. There's a couple of trucks down there, so pay attention to that. There's some trees over there as well. You don't want to hit those, as it will make you fall down. but you want to kind of land on the outer rings of the yellow check marker right there, because your character is going to walk several meters into the actual center. So I'm about to slow it down. Pull back on your, L2, R2 to slow yourself down. You see right here, here we go. I'm slowing the actual speed, and I land right on the third ring, and then my character, as he's taking the parachute off or whatever, will just walk into the center of the actual circle. Or not taking the parachute off, but as he lands right there. And that's what will give you your gold star, okay? So if you land in the center, he'll walk towards the outside, and you'll continuously get silver or bronze. So that's what you want to do right there to get gold, and you're good to go, man. So yeah, easy, no problem. All right, fourth one is city landing. This is really fun too. You're flying a Titan, and it's kind of similar to the other one where your engine stalls out. You just basically have to land in inclement weather on the beach, as a matter of fact, and get to a certain amount of distance within the checkpoint, okay? So you're flying around, it's bad weather, you're just supposed to land at the airport, but in just a moment here you'll see one of the engines blows out. So it's like an unexpected failure. All right, really no big deal, it's nothing major. The engine blows out, and you just have to take a right-hand turn and land on the beach instead of the airport, and you'll see that here in just a moment. All right. So we're flying on up here. You got some turbulence, you got the lightning, you got the rain. It's pretty cool. I like that. There we go. The left engine goes out, and it'll kind of drag to the left a little bit. You can easily compensate for that. There you go. Those are your orders. Abandon the runway landing and put her down in the dirt. So just pay attention. You have to fly over the little Ferris wheel down there at the dock. Just you don't want to crash into that. And with this one, with the Titan one, because you're landing on the beach, you don't want to land real far away from the check marker. As you see here, as I approach, you want to land basically almost on top of that check marker. All right, I wait till a little bit later to pull the landing gear. Here it is, landing gear is coming down. And right as I'm getting up on the check marker, and the Titan's a pretty durable plane, you can take some beating. So right real close to it, I land, I just slam on the brakes, and it's right there on the check marker, and I get the gold rating, the gold star. All right, real easy. There we go. It's done. Guys, the flight school missions are not hard. I mean, I did gold, every one of the golds I redid today while making this video. It took me an hour and 15 minutes, and that's with a couple of mess ups, you know what I mean? It's very, very simple, very, very easy, all right? So the next one up, the fifth one is moving landing. This you have to be pretty quick, all right? What I recommend you do, just fly in a straight line. You have to land on this truck's, basically this trailer right here on the truck, this flatbed. Just fly in a straight line right to the curve of the road, and as the truck is turning, you just kind of just angle the chopper, and all three wheels must be on the actual flatbed. So it doesn't have to be pretty, right? There you go. I didn't beat my record time, but I still got gold. That's all we're trying to do here. Again, though, with my crew members, all you have to do is get bronze and complete this, all right? But, for a little bit extra fun, a little bit extra challenge, go for that gold, all right? So the sixth one is called Formation Flight. I've been hearing a lot of people that are having trouble with this one. Listen, again, it's not easy. What I think a lot of people are having trouble with is that they're trying to make this perfect. You do not have to make this perfect. It does not have to be pretty at all. All you got to do is follow these planes and just stay in that green circle. Just stay close to it, right? And that's your score will start to go up. As you see in the bottom right corner there, the counter keeps going up for the length of the time that you're in this green circle. Now you see right here, I'm showing you I have my landing gear down. This will make you go a little bit slower, so this may help out for some things, but you're going to want to pull your landing gear up so you can maintain speed and stuff like that. But I just want to show you guys, if you're having some trouble, that can help out. All right, so that goes up, and you just basically just follow this formation. You use your rudders for this really easy turn, and I kind of like, get a little inside outside with that, but again, it does not need to be pretty. You just have to stay within the green, and you're good to go. Really simple. All right, so we're following these guys, and you just do a couple of formations. The last two formations are the most difficult. I struggle on those too, but as long as you get a whole bunch of points in the beginning formations right here, you'll be all right. You have a little bit of room for some air. And as you see right here, I'm not very clean holding this formation. I almost hit that jet. Just, keep it in the green. Again, does not need to be perfect. You don't have to make it all pretty, It's no big deal. Just stay in that green circle. All right, so we're flying out with these guys. Do another little formation here. And, you know, you don't want to overcompensate too much because this plane, the Bezra, has a lot of really good handling. It's very, very responsive. So you don't have to dig into your joystick to make this plane maneuver. You can really just kind of ease into it a little bit. All right, this one you just got to do a loop, and this one gets away from me a little bit. It's no big deal, right? Just don't freak out. Just stay on your line. Catch back up to it. I'm already pretty close to my actual points that I need to be at. And, you know, I got what I needed right there. This is just kind of the same thing. You do another loop, but then you stay inverted, right? So just stick with that green circle as best you can. Stay inverted. Just speed up to it. Don't freak out. But this is the last one, so make sure you're pretty close to it. And there we go. I think I get the same scores I got before. Gold star right there. All right. That one can be a little challenging. I definitely will give you that, but again, just don't freak out and keep your composure. You'll be all right. All right. Got some good cash on that. Next one we got. This is a pretty fun one. I like this a lot. Shooting range. Get to blow some stuff up, right? Get to shoot some stuff. Now, with this one, I recommend just using the machine gun. I mean, use whatever you are comfortable with, the missiles or whatever. But I think the machine guns are really the better way to go. If you have the hood view for your first person, that'll help out a lot. I do not have the hood view. I have just from the inside cockpit. I wouldn't recommend that. If that's the view that you have for first person, just go back out to third person. It's a lot easier that way. And all you do is just shoot these targets. And you have to get, I think it's like 25 of them to get gold. Really easy. All right. Again, use your R1 and L1 to turn the chopper left to right. And just use your joystick to angle it up and down for, you know, your target. And you got unlimited ammo, so just let that sucker rip. You know, don't even worry about it. And just kind of, you know, feather the throttle up and down a little bit and work the joystick to where you can get these targets hit. Very, very simple. All right, backing out. Don't, be careful not to crash into the building. I know, I understand. It's a little difficult sometimes. But the range on the guns is pretty good, so you can sit back a little bit. You know, and again, this is not a very clean run right here. I'll show you with the missiles right here. The missiles, it's a little bit more difficult, you know, so I wouldn't really recommend that. Just go with the guns. There we go. Didn't hit anything there for a solid like 5-6 seconds. It's all right, though. Your time limit is that red little meter bar above your score. And I got plenty of time. I have like a third of my time left. I get gold right there. Pass it. Bang those out. Get that right there. Oh, come on. Where's he? There he is. Got 30. I mean, again, you got plenty of time to get this done. First try. I mean, simple. You guys should be able to knock out 50 of these easy. There we go. Got 36. 37. 38, 39. Can I get 40? Can we break 40? Oh, almost. Got it. Nice. Very good. Got 40 on that. So 15 over my gold target score. And, I mean, that was a really rough pass right there. Not good at all. You could easily get 50 on that. Not a problem. No sweat. All right. $3,000. Got a little bit more on that. Got some good RP. There we go. All right, on to this guy right here, ground level. Ground level, it can be a little challenging too. I understand that. But again, easy. You can get this knocked out, okay? I messed up my first try and the second one I knocked it out. With ground level, what you have to do is you have to pass these checkpoints at a low level to the ground. But remember, it is an average score. So you don't have to be on the ground for every single one of them. You know, you want to be low. But as you see right here, see, I started at 0.22 meters. And you're like, wow, Ty, 1 meter is the goal. That seems pretty low, but it's not. It's not that bad. Watch how I go through these targets, and you'll see, I mean, right here, I'm close to the bottom. I'm at 0.15. I'm actually gone lower because that guy's above the ground. It'll be a little bit higher, but still I'm at 0.13. This guy right here, a little bit higher, but still 0.11. So don't really worry about it. That one is a little bit higher up. You're fine, though. It's all good. You don't have to scrape the ground for every one of these. You just have to keep a pretty low average, all right? On that one right there, I'm at 0.55 now. And listen, guys, it's not a race. You don't have to throttle, max power with the Bezra. Just take your time and be smooth with it. You see right here, I'm actually over 1 meter now, but I'm not going to sweat it. You know, just get as low as you can with these checkpoints. That one I was pretty high, so I'm up. I'm at 1.25. That was better, so my average dropped down. This is real easy to scrape the ground. If you want to, pull your landing gear out. So if in case you're too low, you can just kind of skip off the ground a little bit. You know, keeping it low, dropping my my average down. Now I'm at a flat 1 meter. So I know the last couple I just need to keep it pretty low. Right there, pretty low. Got it down below 1. This guy right here scraping the ground. And I was going too low and I missed the checkpoint, but I went back to it. But the checkpoint still counts. As you see, it dropped it down even lower. So you're all good to go. Hit that last one as low as you can. And if you miss it, don't worry, you can come back. You're not going to fail. There's no time limit on it. You're good to go. All right? Easy, right? Second pass. Just you don't have to scrape the ground because a lot of people crash that way. Just keep it, you know, relatively low and you'll be fine. All right? And as you see right there, now I'm doing the last two. These are ones I have not got gold on yet. I wanted to show you guys what this looks like. And this guy is going to be collect the flags. This is probably one of the more difficult ones because there's a lot of flags to get. So on my first attempt, I got silver, which was better, 244, and I got paid 12,500, as I was telling you before. This is kind of how the ratios go. Very, very good. So the next try, I'm going to get this gold knocked out, and you'll get the money, and then it will accumulate to that 27,500. All right, and like I said, you get even more than that because if you go for bronze, you get a few, you know, a couple grand for that or whatever the amount is. So it's a little bit more, but roughly you're going to be on average making 27,000 with each one of these missions that you complete. And there's 10 of them, so you'll make, you know, 270,000. What you want to do with this, and again, this is not a perfect run. Right, you just want to keep your check markers in a basic pattern, okay? And remember this: if you're getting lost on one, pay attention to those yellow dots. If you see that black arrow, if it's pointed up, that means the check marker is above you. Obviously, if it's pointing down, the check marker is below you. And if it's just solid yellow, that means you're at an even altitude with it. And that's how you can, you know, in case you're getting lost on one, if you can't find it, just pay attention to those yellow dots on there on your radar, and you'll be able to figure that out. But again, what you can do is you can go into a circle around all these check markers and pick off all the ones on the edge, or you can kind of do like a figure 8 pattern or a S pattern, where you kind of snake your way, you know, back and forth. You know, whatever you feel comfortable with. I like kind of just circling around and breaking this up into sectors and keeping them into like groups, right? That's what I try and do. I just don't want to be flying back and forth over the same areas where it's a bunch of just dead space. There's nothing there. As you see, I kind of put these in 2 little clusters. I line them all up, and I knock out several lines. And I don't force anything. If I know I can't get to the one down there below me, I don't force it. I just peel out, get me a nice little tight turn, come back to it. And as you see, I'm back on another little line right here. So I'm kind of just like, you know, snaking my way through. You know, it's kind of like you're making an S, right? You're making one long S back and forth. And that's really kind of what I do. I keep it into like lines, basically. So the first route, I'll just kind of pick off the ones around the edge in a circle, and then I'll just kind of go back and forth in a sweeping motion and taking these guys out. And again, don't force anything. You know, you don't. If you miss one, it's okay. Get the next ones in the group and then swing it back around. And as you see right here, there's a few stragglers I had, but I still have that basic, you know, cluster format. They're all kind of like in the same row, so I can knock them all out. But I don't want to force anything. I don't want to crash into a building because you will fail. And I just take my my opportunities when I can. I pick off the ones that are in the row for me. So I get these guys right here that I know I'm going to do a straight line. The last 2, I know where they're at. They're above me. Just pick them off. It's real simple. Leave the maze bank for last. Boom. Get it done. There we go. Had several seconds to spare. And again, that was not a clean run. I missed a few that were in my path, but you know, I didn't freak out. I just kept it to it. And you don't have to fully throttle all the time. As you see right there, I got silver before, 12,500. I got gold on that one's 15,000, equals up to, you know, 27.5 plus a little bit for the bronze that I got as well. All right, and the last one, follow leader. This is really fun, really cool. A little bit challenging, not too hard though. You just basically follow your instructor, and there's a couple of little passes that you have to make where you have to be upside down, or you have to be in a knife position where it's just basically you're just kind of like, you know, sideways. You know, there's a couple, like this one right here is pretty challenging, and if you're not used to it, but don't freak out. you know, you have to kind of go upside down and just fly right through this, and it's okay. You know, you just thread the needle. You know, if you have a couple of failed attempts, no big deal. Just keep with it. So we get through that one. Now we're coming up right here. You fly in between these two silos right here. And listen, you got plenty of room on all these. You know, Rockstar's going to make it challenging, but not impossible. So you got plenty of room to get through all these little like cuts and stuff like that, and you'll be good to go. And again, you don't have to fully throttle through. Just pay attention. You know, I got a little loose right there, but it was all right. I was able to compensate. And that's really the hardest part, was that beginning right there, coming through the bridge eyelets and then going through the docks right there and cutting that hard left. That's really no problem though. All right, with this guy right here, you have to make a upside down maneuver. You get that one. I missed that one, and all it does is it adds 5 seconds, right? So, you know, I didn't get a clean pass. That's a little tricky right there, and it adds 5 seconds to my time. So it's okay. I'm still paying attention right here. I still have over a minute. We're good to go. Stake through that, and again, you don't have to fully throttle for every single thing. You are at a time limit, but you know, just get it down. If you don't bang this out the first attempt, don't freak out. Complete it first, so you know what to do. You know what the next ones are going to be. Do a sharp, hard, or soft knife right there on that one. Just pull around the side on this one right here. Yeah, you got to pass this little in between these two construction buildings. Again, you got plenty of room. Don't let it freak you out. Get this guy knocked out. We got 20 seconds left still. Go onto the bridge. Go onto this bridge. This next one right here. And then bam, we're done. I would have had 10 seconds if it wasn't for that violation, that missed little maneuver. But again, I knocked it out. All right. So guys, listen, please get this done. I challenge everybody. Just get them passed. Just get the bronze on them. It really does help you out. Hangar missions or double money, it does help out with the hangar missions. So definitely check that out. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you drop a like, subscribe to my channel for the illest and realest content in the game. All right, guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Yeah.